Welcome to the training video for the Pediatric Symptom Checklist 17, or PSC-17. In this video, we will cover the purpose and goals of the PSC-17 within pediatric primary care. We'll also review its intended workflow and administration, how to interpret and score the tool, strategies for discussing and managing results, and the PSC-17 referral process. The Pediatric Symptom Checklist 17, or PSC-17, is a behavioral health screener designed to identify psychosocial risk factors in children ages 5 to 17. It is the validated brief version of the PSC-35, the most widely used pediatric psychosocial assessment, and is endorsed and recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics and National Quality Forum. The PSC-17 is an extension of the baby and preschool pediatric symptom checklists that are already administered in clinic as part of the Survey of Well-Being of Young Children, or SWIC, developmental screening for children ages 0 to 4. While the PSC-17 will initially be administered only to parents of children ages 5 to 8 within the clinic, it will eventually be used to screen children ages 9 to 17. 1 in 5 children ages 2 to 8 have a neurodevelopmental, emotional, or behavioral disorder. However, only 20% of those children receive care from a behavioral health provider. The PSC-17 can play a vital role in the prevention, early identification, and treatment of psychosocial risk factors that may be associated with these disorders as part of a standardized screening and referral process. The screener can also support and normalize conversations around behavioral health, screening, and treatment as part of regular healthcare maintenance. The PSC-17 will be administered to the parents or guardians of children ages 5 through 8 via MyChart 2 weeks before their well child visit. If the family is unable to complete the screener prior to their appointment, they can complete it in clinic via the Epic tablet. The PSC-17 is scored based off of a subjective rating scale completed by parents or guardians. Each response is assigned a point value. Never is assigned a point value of 0, sometimes is assigned a point value of 1, and often is assigned a point value of 2. The sum of the point values is calculated to determine the child's total score. A total score of 15 or more indicates a positive score. If we were to score the sample PSC-17 on the right, the child would receive a total score of 19, indicating the need for further review from the provider. The PSC-17 will also generate 3 additional scores based on the screener subscales. The screener is divided into 3 subscales: internalizing, attention, and externalizing risk factors. The child's total and subscale scores will auto-populate into Epic once the screener has been completed. If we were to determine the child's subscale scores for the sample PSC-17 on the right, the child would receive a 6 on the internalizing subscale, a 6 on the attention subscale, and a 7 on the externalizing subscale, equaling a total score of 19. The attention subscale assesses for challenges with inattention and hyperactivity that may be associated with conditions such as ADHD. A score of 7 or more in this subscale indicates the need for further review and that the child may experience challenges specific to these areas. The externalizing subscale assesses for conduct and social challenges. A score of 7 or more in this subscale indicates the need for further review and that the child may experience challenges specific to these areas. The internalizing subscale assesses for emotional challenges such as anxiety and depression. A score of 5 or more in this subscale indicates the need for further review and that the child may experience symptoms such as low mood, changes in appetite, energy levels, sleep, academics, and/or interest in activities. Positive scores triggered by the internalizing subscale may require specialized attention and immediate action from healthcare providers, as the child may be at risk for suicide or self-harm. Before interviewing a family about a positive PSC-17 score, providers should take note of any subscale areas that may have triggered a positive score, and review any questions marked as often or sometimes, as this may assist with determining talking points and which areas to focus the interview on. During the interview, the provider should review the purpose of the PSC-17 screening, highlight the child's strengths in addition to the areas of concern, acknowledge the caregiver as the expert of their child, and involve them in the treatment planning process. Providers may also consider asking questions related to the child's behavior in home, school, and community, their academic performance, and peer and family relationships. Lastly, providers may consider offering a BEC referral if the family is interested. If a BEC clinician is available on the day that the family is in clinic, the provider can send the clinician a direct chat message into Epic requesting a warm handoff. This means that the clinician will come down and meet with the family in clinic to introduce themselves in the BEC program in more detail and assist with scheduling an appointment. If the family is unable to meet with the BEC clinician on the day of their well-child visit, the provider can place an order for BEC into Epic. Once a referral is placed, a BEC clinician will call the family to provide an overview of BEC services and schedule an in-person or video appointment if indicated. Once a family establishes care with the BEC clinician, the clinician will further assess the child's psychosocial concerns and may make referrals recommendations for services such as diagnostic evaluations, parent groups offered through BEC, behavioral health, and developmental therapies. The clinician may also assist the family in connecting to school services such as 504 individual education plans and provide parent coaching and psychoeducation around the challenges the child may be facing.